Welcome to Right Now Fantasy Football. I'm your proud host and member of the 2-0 Club, Matt Boyle. Thank you for joining me, and in this show, I'll be going over the Week 3 power rankings, Week 3 matchup pick'ems, and also a word from a special guest. So, let's not waste any time and get right into those power rankings. At the number 1 spot, the easiest pick in all of these rankings is yours truly, Matt Boyle. As I mentioned earlier, a proud member of the 2-0 Club, but not only that, he's got the best wide receivers that this league has ever seen, and he also hasn't gotten any flex production at all this season, and he's still sitting at an easy 2-0. Easy number 1 pick for me. Next up, the first surprise of the power rankings, my man Jackson Sanders. Even though he's 1-1 right now, he should be 2-0. This man has been starting only 8 and 7 players through week 1 and 2 respectively. Beware if he remembers his password and decides to finally start switching up his lineup. Number 3, another member of the 2-0 Club, Anay. Yes, it's impressive that you're undefeated so far, but let's see if you can actually start proving yourself versus the big boys this week. Number 4, we have Raymond. Yes, Jalen Hurts is legit and your team's looking unbelievable, but I have you at number 4 because it's only a matter of time before you just start getting too busy and forgetting to set your lineup. Number 5, I got my boy Addy coming up next. This is going to be the simplest reasoning that you're going to hear all day. Alvin Kamara is just too good looking, and he just brings your team so much sex appeal. Easy number 5 pick for me. Next up, number 6, we have Braden right in the middle of the pack. Okay, I'm not forgetting your 90-point loss week 1 whatsoever here, my man. Yes, your win last week was impressive, but it was also against Cole, who you're going to be seeing at the bottom of the power rankings this week. So I need you to prove yourself. That's why I have you in the middle. Show if you deserve to be in the upper tier of teams, or what I'm believing, I think you might be in the lower tier team. So let's see how you do this week. At number 7, we have Josh. Dude, I check out your starting lineup and you're starting Carson Wentz. Yeah, whatever. He might be doing well so far through 2 games, but it's Carson Wentz. Have you forgot that? Not believing in this team whatsoever. Not buying the hype. Number 7. Next up, we have slotting in at number 8 is Anika. Yes, you ran into a buzzsaw week 1 against me, and yes, you ran into another buzzsaw week 2 in Raymond. But come on, I need you to start backing up that smack talk that you've been talking to me and about everyone else as well in this league. If you lose again this coming week, I don't want any excuses. I'm going to start to think that your team is actually that bad. Number 9, one of the next big surprise picks. He might be a little surprised why he hasn't heard his name yet. But number 9 is Phil. One word to explain it all: fraud. Absolute fraudulent play from my boy Phil so far. You almost lost to Jackson, who only started 8 players this week. If you had any integrity as league manager, you would use your powers and go in and switch your record to 1-1 because that's what you deserve. Number 10 is Cole. Straight booty, my man. 7 waiver wire claims ain't going to help you either, okay? Let's just admit that you absolutely dropped the ball while drafting and you won't be making the playoffs this year. Number 11 is Jaat. There's just no words to describe it, man. The only thing that you can look forward to is that Anay is also in this league and he's taking all of the heat off of you right now. And finally, number 12, we all knew it. You guessed it, Anay. 48 points, 113 through 2 games, drafted 3 quarterbacks, Hunter Henry in the 7th round. ESPN actually sent me some reports because I knew I was going to do the show, and they said that you were ranked in the bottom 1% of all scores for 2 weeks. Disgraceful, and honestly, myself and the others in this league are disgusted to be considered in the same breath as you. All right, those were the power rankings. Very contentious. You can talk about it as much as you want, but that's how I see it. So let's move in now into the week 3 pickups. The first game we have is Matt versus Rudy. Easiest pick of the day for me. I got Matt over Rudy in a landslide. Rudy, you're finally going to get your chance to play with the big dogs, bud. But you're going to be running home with your tail between your legs because you're going to bite off more than you can chew, man. Easy win from that boy. Game number 2, we have Addy and Braden. I'll make this simple again. Alvin Kamara is too sexy. Addy easy in this win. Next, Ray versus Jaat. Ray, Jalen Hurts is just too good. And Jaat, you're just too bad, man. Ray over Jaat in a landslide. Next game, we have Cole versus Jackson. I really want to take Jackson here, but I'm really scared that with all of his injuries, he's now going to only start 7 players this week. I'll take Cole in a close one, starting 9 players against Jackson's 6. Next up, one of the two biggest matchups of the week is Anika versus Josh. Anika, I'm taking you to beat him. You would have been top 3 in the power rankings last week. I'll be completely honest. You did it very well week 1. You just played the best player in the league. Prove to me that you deserve to be up higher in these rankings this next week and show that you're all bark, that you got a little bark, left in you this week to prove. And finally, the last matchup, the one you've been waiting for, Anay versus Phil. And the biggest upset this league has ever seen. I'm taking Anay over Phil. As I said earlier, Phil, there's only one word to describe you, and that's fraud. Most fraudulent 2-0 team we've ever seen. And I'm picking that you're going to score less than 50 points this week. And Anay, I think you're going to finally figure it out and put up a whopping 70 points. I know that's unheard of for your team, but 70 points. It's right there for you, man. You got this. I believe in you. All right, perfect. Again, those picks might have been contentious, but go into this week and prove me that I was wrong if I picked you as a loser. All right, next we have a special guest, hoping to make this a recurring theme on this show. So we're going to kick it over to him and let him speak his talk. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give a warm welcome to Eazy B.
USA belt buckles.
Yo, Eazy B on fantasy football right now. And Rudy, I got some words for you. Eazy B, more like easy week. Rudy, more like your team is booty. Curry, no spice, more like your team won't even put up a fight. Tyreek Hill, more like I'll be number 1 in the power rankings still. 3-0, here I come, baby. And now let's kick it back to the show. Wow. I just need a minute to collect myself here. Greatness. That's what we just witnessed there from Eazy B. Absolute greatness. Well, folks, that's it for Right Now Fantasy Football. I'm your host, Matt Boyle, and best of luck in your Week 3 matchups.